What's up, guys? It's Felicia, and I want to show you guys how to get out of the promo tab 2025 guide. So you're especially going to need this before the Black Friday and Cyber Monday, which some of you are probably already doing the early bird campaigns and all that. So I definitely want to show you guys this. Getting out of the promo is definitely easier than getting out of spam, but if you're in promo, you have a chance at going in spam because all of this all of these sales is making scammers come out because they want a quick buck too, and Google knows that they need to filter this because there's way too much sales going on in people's emails, so more people get annoyed and want Google to do something about it. So how to get out of the promo guide. So first you set up two Gmail accounts, create two accounts, one active, open and read all the emails from there, and one inactive, so you never open any emails. It gives you an unbiased results. Turn off conversation view in both, so emails don't stack. So send your emails to both and check which tab it lands in. So, and step 2, check your domain repetition and Google Postmaster to see if your domain and IP repetition is hurting you. Make sure you have proper DMARC set up and your spam rate should be 0.1%. If your domain repetition is poor, you have to clean your list and follow this guide closely. So first things first, you gotta make sure your open rates is 40%. Get clicks, get replies. It used to be 20%, but the iOS 15 has falsely inflated open rates since September 2021. So now you need to have your numbers show up over 40%. And there's tons of ways to up your average quickly. You could send 2 emails a day, just temporary to your most engaged, of course. Or you could add more emails to your welcome and abandoned cart sequences. And you could use warming tools like warmly.io, Italy if you have a smaller list. In addition to this, you should ask for replies and clicks, and that you should definitely do. This is called Spear, short, personal, expecting a reply. So I do tons of those if you need help with that. So first things that's what you need, and then you gotta remove inactive subscribers. So segment your list and move anyone who hasn't opened it in an email in 60 to 90 days to an inactive segment. Set up an automation to clean your list. Moving forward, Google notices when you engage, when you email people who never engage, and they punish you for it. So quickly, I just want to show you how you could do this with Go High Level, because Go High Level is definitely different. So you're gonna have to do this manually in Go High Level when you have to segment your, I don't have a big list, but you're gonna have to segment your list into inactives. And here's a quick automation you could do. This is not really what I was talking about, but this is something you could do for Go High Level to help you. So you could just check this out. The trigger is email event. Someone complained. Either they bounce, unsubscribe, they get to the condition, and they add to a tag, and then they're removed from workflow. And this is for SMS. So obviously you need to do that because you don't want anybody to complain. And also for your welcome sequence, you should add this. So you, this is when, if no one opens for 14 days, I put 14 days, you can put 7 days, it doesn't matter. If no one opens your email for 14 days or 7 days for your welcome sequence, that means they're most likely a fake or inactive subscriber. So you need to boot them off your list. So if they don't open your email, they get removed. If they open, obviously they stay in your list. So that's something you could do for Go High Level, since Go High Level doesn't really, you can't really do that. Okay, where's Go Back? Let's go back. So you gotta fix your email content to salesy words where you can, and without killing the message. An example: change crazy discount to see why hundreds have already joined. Avoid overly promotional phrasing. Make it personal and helpful, like you're writing to a friend. That's why you need to make it more personal. People like personal connections. And there's also a thing you could check with spam checker. So you need to put this as good if you really want to get in primary, and especially since the sales, you want to go to primary. Okay, so you add more neutral check, and one words are good for opens because they seem to work good right now. So email flags emails that are too short and mostly promotional. The secret: add non-salesy text in strategic places using super signature at the end of the email, including long PS, disclaimers, stories, or helpful tips, extended footer, and about us, policy bit, and where they're on a list, unsubscribe blurb. So here's an example. I don't know why this is so slow right now. Okay. So you will see this under some people's emails. Some people have good deliverability, so I don't need to deal with this. But once you do that, you could remove this if you like. So technically it's just this. You could copy other people, but you really need to test on spam checker to have a good less spammy words. And also I forgot to show you guys an example of list cleaner automations. It's pretty simple. I got this. I mirrored my mentor. So I put, is everything okay? I noticed you haven't opened one of my emails in a while. I'm just checking in. Is everything okay? If you're wondering who I am and why I'm cluttering your inbox, for a question, I help coaches and info product creators turn the email list into actual cash machines. So this is mine. If I was gonna, this is mine. The kind that poured Benjamins in a week without running ads, by flexing delivery, writing cash campaigns, and building backend systems that print. This is why you're on my email list. So you gotta just remind them who you are because they probably just forgot. They opted in and just completely forgot. And you give them a little bribe. This is the best way because obviously people are more inclined if it's beneficial to them. And one quick thing, this is asking for it. If my email landed in promotions, move it to the primary, just drag it, and then you could explain. And once you're done with that, reply to this email and with a simple moved, and I'll send over the training link. So you're giving them something in return. So this is more funny. I like this. Does my breath smell? I write, I send, and still crickets. Was it something I said, or maybe my breath? You've been on my email list for months now, but haven't opened a single email lately. That hurts, not gonna lie. If you're still interested in turning your email list into a reliable revenue stream without paying Facebook or Google a dime, hit reply, and I'll, even if it's just a say go away, at least I know you're alive. So it's more, funny. You're unsubscribed. Well, almost. This is a subject line, by the way. This will get so many views because people are like, what? They won't understand. They will think it's something else. Well, almost. If you stop caring about growing and monetizing your list, I get it. But you haven't opened an email for me in 3 months, which means one of two things: you've been abducted by aliens, getting experiment on, or you got locked up and they won't let you on. They won't let you out. I meant to say that. Enter Akon locked up song, or you just don't care about unlocking revenue hidden in your list more. Continues on. If it's the first, call me and we can plan escape. If it's the last, I'll quietly remove you from my list. But if I'm wrong and you still want help turning email to sales, reply with something like spare me and you'll stay on my list. Otherwise, this is goodbye. Should I send flowers? Hey, first name. Should I send flowers? Hey, it's been months. Not a single word from you. Not a click. At first, I thought maybe you were busy, and then I figured out you'll come around when you're ready. But now I'm starting to wonder if I should send flowers to your inbox because it looks like your emails have outlined. Your subscribers deserve more. Your business deserves more. And you deserve an inbox that actually prints money instead of gathering dust. So here's the deal. If you're still out there alive, breathing, and ready to finally treat your email list like an asset it is, because it is, just reply to this email and I'll show you how to bring your list or sales back to life. If not, well, I'll start picking out a nice sympathy card. Don't make me do that. Waiting to hear from you. Please show me this. So, how you can see, I added humor. You could do whatever you want, but this is definitely something you should mirror, especially the first email, especially this one. Because you're making them trade adding you to primary and getting your deliverability up for training. Yep, hopefully that was helpful. So you test and tweak, obviously, add about 100 words of neutral text, Add a time to your test again. Keep adjusting and testing until your email consistently lands in primary. This is talking about the long footer or the super signature. Lands in primary even on an inactive test account. And once it works, save this as a template for future emails. Keep your domain healthy. Maintain high open rates by always sending relevant content. Never send to inactive subscribers. Keep testing and improving your email hygiene, and reputation builds over time. So keep making it personal, keep making it humorous, keep adding your personality. And this is more into the spam word, but I'll just recap. Make sure you're not on a blacklist. You just go to MX Toolbox right here and add your thing, and check your Google Postmaster. You gotta add right here. And it's pretty self-explanatory. And also have a FIKE opt-in protection in your opt-in, because you don't want any fake emails. So this is never bound. So you can use X-Verified if you want. There's a specific code that you could do. You could, I could do this for you if you want. And just, there's a calendar link in the description, and I can help you get out of promotions before, the whole Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So if you want that, definitely book a call. And if this was helpful, let me know. That is all.